Hello, everyone. Welcome to the MTOV group. This is me and Moony. This is episode 1 of Tavern Talk, where we talk about things and we also drink about things. Well, I do.
I don't have my stuff yet, but I will be soon.
Yeah. Anyways, Moony, how you been?
Existing in an existential crisis,
That was me in high school.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I guess
I said we'd be chaotic enough, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I guess, well, I don't know if y'all gonna look at the title or look at the thumbnail, I don't know. But today's episode, we're just gonna talk about some, school stuff, some school fights that we've been. Are you okay? Are you cracking your knuckles ready to fight
Yes,
someone?
I'm popping my knuckles. It's okay. It's okay.
Are you sure you're popping your knuckles?
That is my knuckle.
You're popping your knuckles looking like you're ready to fight someone.
Oh, I'm just ready to spill the tea.
I love how my brain forgets
really dumb school experiences. Yeah.
I know we had titles. We had a title for this or a topic for this.
Dumb school experiences and teacher beef.
It's teacher beef. Yeah. Which could be other things too.
It is true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
What was one of yours worst? Well, let's start off with the ease. What was your weirdest experience in school?
My weirdest experience in school was learning just how many people fuck each other.
That is actually really weird. Actually, hold on.
And then I go, I'm a virgin. I'm staying away from that. And they look at me like, huh? And I'm like, I don't like people like that. I'm a hermit. Leave me alone.
I don't like you like that. Get away from me.
I could have sworn some people were fucking flirting with me because they'd like ruin my stuff. Like the annoying school bully thing. Oh, he has a crush on you. It was like he was trying to get my attention in a way, but also trying not to make it obvious, which kind of failed.
Failed miserably, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for it to not be very obvious when you yank out the name tag that was set in my Chromebook and tear it up.
No, I think that's just straight up bullying.
He didn't do it again ever.
Did you give him a stare?
He was always messing with my stuff.
Did you give him like a stare or something?
Yeah. Always.
If you gave him a stare, if it was a certain stare, like a death glare or something, I
don't even have to change my expression. I just look angry, apparently.
Nah, nonsense.
Yeah. Tell that to that one girl in 7th grade.
Now you gotta spill it.
I will. So this girl was talking about me like I wasn't right next to her, and she looks at me. She's looking directly at me. I turned my face, and she's like, "Okay." I didn't even change my face either. My face was relaxed.
Jesus Christ.
I've had people ask if I'm upset. I'm not. I'm just there.
Want to know how I know you're not upset? From my experience with you, being friends with you? Your voice.
Yes.
The tone of your voice.
I'm dramatically expressive when people tell me to pipe down. It's my new excuse. They go, pipe down. It's never that serious. I say, I'm not piped up. I'm just dramatically expressive. Get it right.
Oh, yeah. And plus. We're not going to talk about the experience, but I know from personal experience of how you are and what emotions show.
Yeah.
So I've been around for that.
Yeah.
My weirdest experience in school. There's so many, actually.
Grandma, I want to go to Toys R Us.
Oh my god.
It wouldn't stop repeating. I had to turn my volume down.
Oh. Can I even say this on YouTube? I mean, it was in the past. I don't even know if that person got arrested or that teacher got arrested for what she did.
Text me it. Because is it like sexual?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Let me hold on.
You know, the very interesting evolution to my freaking character, dude. Because my character started off as a samurai, right? From reality. Then it switches over to a dark angel, and now I'm just a Desmodus.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting evolution.
To be fair, I didn't know where I was going with your model. Because you just gave me a picture. I was like, oh, but I can just turn into that.
I mean, I gave you the picture for the skin tone and hair, and then you started copying the whole thing down. I'm like, wait, just throw down something black and purple.
I'm like, all right, pop the dress.
I didn't really care because it was gonna look nice regardless.
Yeah, I put some time into yours.
Yeah, I won't lie, I wasn't feeling picky at all with it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I love it when I'm texting on my phone and I'm trying to type out a word and the word just doesn't come out and it just comes out as a different word. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. One time I was actually typing something and like I click enter and it's completely auto-corrected to some of these things weren't even words. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was like, what is that? So dumb. I don't even remember what it was I was trying to type.
What?
I can think of another really weird school experience.
Hit me with it.
Because me and a few friends, like, I don't think I should like disclose their names technically to the public, but like,
yeah, no, we're not disclosing any names, no identities.
Yeah.
We're just speaking about these.
Okay. So like I had like a few friends that sit around with me at breakfast. It was like it was our everyday ritual because it was the only time we'd actually see each other unless we had classes together, right? And there's this one dude who joined us and he like chatted with us. I learned later on that he liked me, but he's younger than me, and literally in the mind state I still am in. I don't want to be with anyone. So it's like, no. No. And so we haven't talked since.
It's just the absolutely not. By the way, I sent you the thing I was going to talk about, but I was like, I don't think YouTube.
Oh, there's a way to chalk this down, basically. There's a way to chalk this down so it doesn't go against guidelines.
I'm sitting there as I remembered that. I was like, I don't think this is YouTube appropriate. You
weren't being vulgar with your description at all as of currently.
No. I'm just going off of what I could possibly turn into like a YouTube conversation.
Yeah, no, that works. That does work. Yes.
So yeah, no, it was weird that a female teacher in my middle school hit on a student. Mind you, this was around like 7th to 8th grade.
Yeah.
And this is like, I think after school. So I was like walking in the hallways because one, I was part of the football team. And two, I was just, after school for classes. And then I was going to go to practice. And I was walking down one of the hallways. And I heard talking. I was like, okay. I peeked my head around the corner. And I'm like, what is going on? Why am I hearing flirting words? Because in middle school, I was a very flirtatious kid. I was desperate to date someone because neurons go burr at a younger age.
Yeah.
And so I was just there, just listening to the conversation. And the next thing I know, I hear the door open. I'm like, I wonder what's happening. I peeked over the corner again and see the teacher push the student into the room. And I was like, I don't know what's happening. If the teacher's angry at the student or this is that or anything. So I was like, I know the teacher was flirting, but I didn't know what was going to happen. And so I went to go walk past the room to see what was going on. I peeked my eye in that room for a single second, and I saw what was happening. And I was like, disgust, because I was like,
they were doing the no.
Yeah, they were doing the no in an empty classroom, and I was just like,
no dance.
In disgust. I was, I wanted to like throw up because I was at the time when I was like growing up. I was like, oh hell no. That you're going for an older person? Nah. I'd rather date someone that's in my age area.
Yeah.
And then I just continued walking, and then after practice, when I walked back into the school to go get picked up, I just see the teacher finally walk up the room. The clothes are like all wrinkled and all over the place, fixing her like bra and stuff. And her hair was all messy, glasses were all steamed up. And then the boy just walks out the room fixing his belt, and I'm like sitting here like, you know what? I'm gonna pretend it didn't happen. And
I know what you did last summer intensifies.
Instead of I know what you did last summer, it's more of I know what you did last fall.
Oh yeah, yep.
I just walked out.
Man, for a season that becomes so cold, it was quite steamy.
Very. I just stood there. I was like, oh hell no! What the fuck is this? So that was one of my weirdest experiences I had in school. Was seeing that. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. That's wild.
Another one was funny because it was during lunch, and this is during middle school as well. I think that this was around 8th grade. So I'm sitting in the lunchroom at a table far near the lunch line because that's where my friend group always sat, and we always sat there to talk and blah blah blah. And then one of my other friends fought an old classmate of mine from elementary school. And the fight was intense. So you're looking at like a scrawny guy fighting a guy that's bulky or like fat like me. And you just see this fight, and it was like, damn, nothing's affecting the big guy. The scrawny guy slapped the tray, and the pizza flew and hit the ceiling. Mind you, the ceiling's tall. Like, you can't, if you jump, you're not touching the ceiling. You're not even close. It is taller than a bitch. And that pizza flew from a tray onto the ceiling, or sticks to the ceiling, mind you.
Yeah.
And for the most of that year, that pizza was still stuck to the ceiling.
Oh, that's lovely. Yeah. Jander's like, I'm not even gonna get that down. I'm done.
Literally, every single time we sat at the table, we looked up and saw that pizza. We're like, I don't think that ever is gonna come down.
There's gonna be one day it actually comes down and hits someone on the head. It's just rotten.
I mean, when it stuck to the ceiling, the pizza was steaming hot. Like, if you touched it, you burn your hand. It was that hot.
Oh, so they were getting you stuff fresh.
Yeah, this was like the start of lunch. So it was like fresh.
Thing was with my high school, our food, there was 2 lunch periods originally, A and B, and now it's A, B, and C. And C lunch is the very last lunch, and whatever's there is first come, first serve, and you run out of stuff. Because people are stingy and are buying seconds. Well, then again, I can't really blame them because the school kind of sucks. The school food kind of sucks.
Y'all get to buy seconds?
I didn't have money for that.
The fuck? My school... So, in my high school...
The school would take on any opportunity to get money.
Yeah. So, in my high school, we had 4 lunches.
Oh my god, 4?
Yes, because I think my school was one of the big high schools in my area, so we had a lot of students. So we had to split lunch into like 4 lunches. Because if you had the entire school go, like if you had like 2 lunches, there's no seats in the fucking cafeteria after if one class or like one section goes, there is no room in that cafeteria. That's how small the cafeteria was. It was to the point where we had to open the courtyard for lunch. That's how many students there were for like those few lunches. And they cut off the 4th lunch and had it where it's 3 lunches. And then at my junior year to senior year of high school, they gave us 1 lunch where everyone in the school has lunch. Which became very hectic, which we'll get to that story later on.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Did you have any beef with any teachers of yours?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. Spill that tea, sister.
Absolutely. Okay. So, these are just things that teachers have done, okay? So, as you know, I used to like play racquetball. Well, I can't really anymore because the area closed down. Yeah. But like I used to play racquetball all the time because I was always like, oh, I want to get stronger. Oh, this is so much fun. But obviously afterwards, since I played for hours and as hard as possible, I tear muscle like crazy.
Yeah.
From the bottom of my spine all the way up.
Yikes. How the fuck?
Okay, when you swing your arm as hard as possible, there's muscle connecting to those areas.
I know
and like
that,
on top
but
of
I never knew you could do that.
I can. And on top of that, I'd end up getting bruised because, you know, the walls.
Yeah.
So I'm so focused in that I slam myself against the walls just to keep playing.
Fucking hell.
Because I'm trying so hard to keep up with the ball.
Yeah.
And then look, I'm only 5'4", so when it gets over my head, I gotta leap.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I usually play until I can barely hold the racket. So this one day, this was environmental science. And I'd finished racquetball yesterday, so I was a little bit sore, right?
Don't tell me the teacher slapped you on the back.
Yes.
Oh,
they came over to talk to me. They came over to talk to me, right? And they were like, it was to help me with a piece of my work. And so when I answered the question, they slapped me on the back. And it takes all of my fiber not to swing on them because I'm a pain reactant. If you hurt me, I'm swinging. It's on instinct.
Yikes.
Yes. And I was like, you can't hit the teacher. You can't hit the teacher. You can't hit the teacher.
I felt that so fucking much. I mean, it's like that's kind of like what happened to me when I fucking tore my shoulder or my rotocup.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I didn't have beef with the teacher because I knew the teacher didn't know because I hid my injury so fucking well in school. So I was just sitting in class, and then the exact same thing happened where I raised my other hand, my right hand, to answer the question. Answer the question correctly, while the teacher assistant, which is one of the teacher assistants I became friends with, came up to me and went to pat my shoulder, which is my left shoulder, which I tore my rotocup in, and I gripped the desk so hard. I'm like, we make it like a steamer sound, and the teacher's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "You hit my bad shoulder." I'm like, "What do you mean?" And I lifted my my shirt, my sleeve, and they saw like my shoulder was like, it looked like blood was rushing into my skin, like a normal like a bruise would.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Sorry about that." And then actually, there was a teacher that I did have beef with, was because there was a time where a doctor couldn't give me a doctor slip, but did tell me to wear my sling during school.
Yeah.
And I was wearing my sling during school. And one of my teachers told me, "Hey, you can't wear that. You don't have a doctor's note." And I'm like, "Okay.
That's not even how it works."
It's not how it works. I'm in class. If I was playing sports, yeah, I would understand. But I'm in class, and I'm wearing a sling. Because my shoulder
Besides, gym teachers would have you sit out if they saw you wearing a sling.
I wasn't even a gym teacher.
Yeah.
It was an actual, one of my, like, classes.
Like an actual class teacher.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, when I was in gym, my teacher understood and always gave me 100% because I couldn't do the push-ups or anything that, like, requires using my left arm.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful for my teacher for not doing that. And then I proceeded to take off my sling. And around this time, this was before I went to go get my arm checked out. So it was like I did get it checked out, but I didn't get like the test on my shoulder yet. I just went to like patient first and be like, "Hey, my shoulder hurts. I don't know what's going on with it." Blah blah blah. You know, the usual quick checkup with the doctor. And they just said wear the sling. And I was like, "Okay." So I wore the sling, and the teacher told me to take it off. So I did. And what happened? I couldn't move my arm. My arm slammed on the desk and did not move at all.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Ooh.
You're excused. You're excused. Yeah, and I'm sitting there.
Oh, like, speaking. Wait, keep going. Go ahead.
No, I was sitting there and like my arm was not moving. They're like, "Hey, can you move your arm real quick? I can't. I need to grab something." I'm like, "I kind of can't." They're like, "What do you mean?" "You took my arm out of my sling. I kind of can't move my arm." I was like, "What are you talking about? I can't feel my arm." They're like, "What do you mean? That's kind of bad." I'm like, "I feel blood rushing to my fingertips."
Yeah. See, here's the thing. It's almost like that teacher literally lacked common sense. Hey, if there's a sling there, it's probably not good to tell them, "Hey, take that off. You can't wear that." Like, there's a reason it's there.
There's a reason why I'm wearing it.
With or without a doctor's slip, because I guess apparently there'll be occasions where that's not possible, but like, that's there for a reason.
Yeah.
Speaking of injuries, this was in my junior year high school.
Ooh.
And by the way, still don't like this teacher. Have heard a few things about this teacher from people I will not name. Got some dirt on her now anyway. But like, so I had injured my ankle. It was like it had freshly rained and I had to hurry to school. I tripped down the concrete stairs because we have 2 sets of stairs on our way out. And I got myself back up. Didn't think it was that bad. Thought I just twisted my ankle and got into the car. And then as I tried walking around when I stepped out, I started limping. And I was like, I did not just sprain my ankle. I did. Okay. So I was limping around. I had gym class this quarter. So within a course of a few weeks, always different kinds of stretches, I kept wiping out, so I wasn't able to recover. And the nurse is like, oh, well, if you can try to push through it, if it's not that bad, I think just go into class. If it hurts too much, then you tell the gym teacher and they'll have you sit out, right? Well, it wasn't bad at first until we started doing stretches and I wiped out. And I was like, well, I'm already getting myself into this. I have to keep going. And they're like, are you all right? And I'm like, I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, you're just like me. I was like that too.
Yes. So the only thing was with like the ball games is when you were required to run. I could not do that. I had to. We were outside for this one. It wasn't pickleball. It was like it was mat ball, right, for outside. And I had to sit out because like I cannot do running. I'm sorry. And so, by the way, I so want to say this teacher's name, but I'm not going to, just to be respectful. We're going to call her Miss J, Mrs. J, because she's married. Still kind of suck, though. Anywho, you can tell I really don't like her. I was sitting out next to another person who was also injured, right? And she's like, you know, your class is up there. I'm like, I know, I can't play. And she's like, you know, you can get a referral for being defiant. And I'm like, I can't do anything. My ankle's injured. And she's like, do you have a doctor's note? And so I quickly came up with a lie to make her feel bad. And I was like, this happened this morning. I didn't have time to go get his doctor's note. I had to get to school. And she was quiet, walked off. Didn't even tell my teacher about my injury either, by the way.
Oh, my Lord.
Which was inconsiderate. Last day of the ball game, thank God. Oh my God. And literally, the end of class, I made her feel bad by making sure she saw me limp across the locker room.
Oh, that's funny. That is so funny.
It is petty, and I'm proud of it because she was really rude. Very rude, because I'm not just going to sit out for something if I know I'm physically able to do it.
Knowing you, yeah.
Exactly. But I guess she doesn't pay attention to any students that aren't hers, unless if they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing.
I mean,
but
that is actually similar to another one I had too.
Oh yeah.
This is when this was around 8th grade, though. And this was right after I got a concussion from football.
Yeah.
Well, a mini concussion. I like to call it mini because there was some parts of me, or some parts of my body where it did not function like part. I don't know how to explain it. It's like easy to explain, like saying like half of my body was working and half of it was not after I got hit really hard in the head.
Oh, like half of your brain was like not working the way it should have.
It was like I had a concussion, but at the same time I was not.
Like your body's still recovering is essentially what it was.
Yeah. And so the trainer, the sports trainer, got to me, and I told her, and she was like doing all these tests, and I was like, yeah, I'm okay. Almost fell. But I caught myself on the fence. And she was like, I don't think you're okay. No, I'm fine. Walked and sat down on a bench. And then she was still getting me checked out and everything. And then after that, I went back to school the next day, right? I went to class, told that teacher, I was like, hey, I had a mini concussion. If I don't answer the questions correctly, or not make a complete sense for the answer, that's what's gonna happen. And she's like, okay. Next class came. I said the exact same thing. Teacher said, okay. Gym comes in. This time I didn't have my football coach as a gym teacher. I had a whole different coach or a whole different teacher, and so I went to go dress up, like, the PE uniform and everything for like school, for like middle school and high school and stuff. I want to go try to change into my gym shorts. Fell onto the locker floor, like the locker room floor. Got up. My friends was like, "Are you okay? Are you sure you can do PE?" I'm like, "Yeah. I'll be fine. And tied up my shoes, got it dressed, walked out there. Instantly, as I walked out there, I tripped. And a good thing I caught myself with my hands on the floor, and I did a push-up, got back up, and continued walking around like we were supposed to before we line up for class. And as we got roll call, like they blew the whistle, roll call, sat in our lines that we're supposed to be in, and then we were supposed to go run, and my teacher and my football coach, since we had both our classes were like together, because we had 2 classes that are in health and then 2 classes that are PE. And so we were always swapped. And so my class was in the small gym, while my football coach's class was in the big gym. And so and we had to run the pacer, which is a big no-no for me, since I am recovering from a mini concussion. So I'm like, I went to go line up for the pacer, got it like up to maybe lap 10, perfectly fine. And then as lap 11 came in, I collapsed. Mind you, I'm still conscious. It's just my body gave out, which is not normal, because I can easily run up to maybe like 30 or 40 without collapsing or getting out of energy.
Yeah, much better than me.
Well, back then I was actually, even though I was chunky, I was also fit because I played a lot of sports.
I'm saying better than me because I had like lung problems. I was smoke damage.
I also have smoke damage, Moony. I've told you this before.
I've been exposed to it like a very young age.
Same.
And it was still going on. Like, it was continuous.
Yeah, no, I left my dad's house in like 2017, so I didn't want to damage myself anymore.
I didn't have a choice. It was secondhand smoke.
Yeah, mine was also secondhand smoke.
Yeah. They were always doing it at the worst times.
Well, my dad, it was a secondhand smoke, and I guess I would like to call it secondhand drinking, because my dad was both smoking and drinking. So, yeah. Besides that, back to my story. Sorry, we off track.
Very.
Yeah, I collapsed, got back up, or my friends helped me back up. My teacher was like, "Can you keep running?" I'm like, "I could try." Because back then, I didn't want to show my injury, because I thought me showing my injuries were like weak, because I like to have friends. And some of my friends were those kids where, like, if you showed your weakness, they'll just drop you as a friend.
So they're like a very interesting clique.
Yeah, so that I had to push myself to the max, even though I couldn't. And I went to go run again, collapsed mid lap, and I went to go try to get up, but couldn't. So the teacher was like yelling at me to get up, and I was trying to say in a calm tone, "I can't." And so she went to go get my football coach to come to get me up, because when it comes to certain things, I'll only listen to him. So the football coach saw me on the ground, and I was trying to get up, but I couldn't. He's like, then he looked at the teacher and went, he had a mini concussion. So what he's doing right now is pushing himself to the limits to what he can do right now. and right now this is day 1 of recovery from having this injury, and she was like, oh. I'm over here crawling across the floor midway to finish the lap.
Oh so my god.
Because I'm like, I'm not giving up because I'm still crawling. And then one of my friends was like, dude, just give up. I'm like, no, I'm not giving up. As I'm crawling. I'm like,
that's literally me.
I'm crawling. I'm like, I'm not giving up. I need to finish this. And then my other classmate just walked up to me. She just went, please stop. It hurts seeing you like this, dude. I'm like, I need to finish. I cannot stop. And the nurse came in and told me to stop, and I'm like, fuck. Okay. And I just laid there. They put ice on my head, try to cool me down because, sweaty, hot, running around.
Yeah.
And then near the end of the recovery, I was almost 100% again. I regret playing handball.
Mm-hmm.
In the wrestling or in the mat room. So we had this thing where we put a volleyball net in a mat room where the wrestlers like train and stuff. And so we called it handball because you can, as long as it doesn't touch the floor, you can play in any style you want. And so this was my first time playing it, so I was getting used to it. Not that I know that the volleyball slammed right in my head, like in my side of my temple where I got hit for my mini concussion. And I drop again, like I instantly dropped this time. And I'm like, oh fuck. They're like, you're good? I'm like, yeah, I just got hit in the side temple. It's fine. They're like, let's just hope you don't have a concussion. Nah, I'm good. Not moving. I'm like, okay, maybe I do.
Almost fully recovered. Gotcha! That's just, you know what? You
just be laying on the floor. You know what? I give up. No, the funny thing is, the next time not handball, it's wall ball. You can hit it in whatever way you want. It bounces off the walls, the ceilings, but it can't hit the floor. So we're hitting it in any way. And I remember when I recovered, I remembered who hit the ball and who hit me in the temple.
Mm-hmm.
I full throttled my punch into that ball. It went flying, hit the wall, and then bounced back as the person would go turn to hit the ball again to bounce it off the wall to get it back to my side. Slams right into their nose, causing them to have a nosebleed.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't let anything near my face if it moves fast.
Oh no, that was my revenge.
Yeah, I have an instinct from crappy experiences, but like I won't let if anything moves fast near my face, I won't let it near my face. I'm a lot better now. It's more so just objects, less than people's hands, but it used to be people's hands. Like I'd catch their wrist.
So what if I went to go head pat you and my hand went?
If your hand was moving very fast, I'd probably I'll try to catch your wrist. It's instinct.
Me try to head pat you, Moony. I'm just trying to give you a head pat.
It's just eyes lock on. You're like, oh, never mind. It's not a threat. It's okay.
I'm just trying to give you a head pat. God dang.
I can also explain another reason why I was super protected. I'm very protective around my face area mainly, because way back in elementary school, I was like 3rd grade. It was an after school program, right? And there was a bunch of kids, and they're like, all right, so for today's activity, we're gonna all hang out in the gym, right? And so there's a bunch of soccer balls, basketballs, and stuff, and they're messing around with them. And so I'm running over to get the ball for someone. It's a soccer ball. And Miss S, which is a teacher, she kicks it and it goes flying directly into my face and gives me a miniature black eye. So I had to go home. And then I became very sensitive to light. And I'm like, I don't like the light. So that's like one reason. That's one reason. Yeah.
That's fair. Oh.
I have a few more teacher experiences in specific.
I do too. But you go first.
So, here's about a teacher that almost everyone dislikes. Apparently, somehow, some students like her. Her name's Miss L. We're obviously not going to disclose her real name.
Yeah.
But if they know, they know. Her name's Miss L. Math teacher, Algebra 1.
Oh,
freshman year high school. She's mean, nasty attitude, by the way. I don't know how she's still a teacher. And she's very strict. So sometimes you like never really understand what she says. And even if you ask for help, she like points to something and it just doesn't even make sense, right? Literally learned nobody likes her. I've learned literally like nobody else likes her too because people were complaining about her as well. Like that's crazy because I got a little bit chatty with people around my work area and she's like, focus on your work. And I'm like, okay. Hey, wow.
I was like, damn.
Right? And then it's just the environment's understimulating for me. So like I feel like crap in her area. And then I got switched over. I'm like, oh my god, yes. And I hear people going, bro, she's like literally the worst.
That's like me with my geometry teacher. It's just, she wasn't mean. She just paid attention to the terrible kids in the class and not to the kids that wanted to learn.
Yeah.
So, this teacher, I'm gonna call her Miss B. And she's the geometry. She was my geometry teacher, and I was supposed to learn geometry from her. I failed her class, not only because I'm stupid in math, which sometimes I can be really smart in it, but I couldn't focus because she was too busy yelling at the other students. Where like, it was so bad thinking about it, because you know how back then we had segregation, right? Instead of by race, it was by who wanted to learn and who didn't want to learn. And she focused on the kids that didn't want to learn, which was the other half of the classroom. And those kids were near the door, while the kids that want to learn were near the freaking board. The smart board. You know.
Yeah.
And she was yelling and doing all that stuff to the terrible side of the kids, while this side of the kids that want to learn were just kind of fed up with her, didn't care if we were failing because we're like, bro, this is kind of stupid. And so it's gotten to the point to where it was like I had to transfer to another geometry class because she wasn't teaching properly. And so the funny thing is, I got transferred to another class that was, the teacher was my race, was also Asian as well.
Yeah.
And I could understand, I was able to understand him way more than her. Granted, the teacher had a Asian accent, so most of the kids in this class couldn't understand it, but I could, because yet again, I'm Asian. So understanding the Asian accent was way too easy for me. And I passed geometry, and I went to go visit that teacher sometimes, because there was some times where I had fun, because at the time they had the older TI-84 calculators, while I had the advanced TI-84 plus CE calculator, which is, I'm pretty sure they have those nowadays in all the classes. But with mine, I had to mark mine because so many people try to take mine. I'm like, hell no, that's my calculator. But no. and then and then next the year after that, I ended up finding out that she got fired.
Oh.
And I was like, damn, what did you do this time to get yourself fired? And I was told that she did the exact same thing what she did when I was in her class, which was separate the kids and then paid attention to the kids that didn't want to learn. And I was like, and this is what you get for not learning about doing something that was terrible in the past.
Crazy. Yeah.
I had another experience with another teacher, which was so fucking hilarious to me.
Yeah.
This teacher, I hated her. I'm gonna call her Miss S.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, no, Mrs. S, because yet again, married teacher.
Yeah.
I hated her so much. I could not learn in her class due to her shouting out. Like, she, instead of talking like normal, like how we are, her loud was projecting.
Like it was booming.
No, she was like shouting every word she was saying. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, bitch, can you calm down with your voice? Well, I didn't say that, but I was like, in my head, I'm like, can you turn the volume down with your tone? God damn. I'm sitting here having headaches because I couldn't fucking learn because the way she was speaking. She was like, I was she was like, sounding like I was sitting at my table. And I'm like sitting at the far table. It's the corner of the room, so far away from her desk. And I could still hear her like she was right next to my ears. That's how loud she was. It sounded like she was standing right next to me, talking to me. And I'm like, what the fuck? And this is biology, by the way. So I'm
biology.
Yeah, this was my biology class, which I almost failed because I could not learn properly until the teacher assistant that was in the class helped me understand because he actually talked to me properly. I hated it because I couldn't focus. I was like, "What? Like, why are you yelling? I can't hear. Why can't you hear? You're fucking loud." She's like, "Oh." I was like, "Yeah." Then I think years after that, she kind of quieted down a little bit because pretty sure she kept getting the same
complaints.
Yeah, about her being loud. And I'm like, well, fair enough.
Yeah.
I just laugh every day because there was a time where I ended up seeing I went out for like a dinner one time, and it was to like a wings restaurant, but there was a bar there. I could have blackmailed her ass so hard because I was there and in class she said, "Oh, I don't drink alcohol." Me, when I saw her at the bar, she was drinking beers up the yin yang, drunk as fuck. And I was like, "That's cool. Damn." She even had her daughter with her, which her daughter was the same age as me.
That is wild.
And the daughter was also drinking as well.
Oh. The teacher I'm trying to think of, she's not on the staff list.
Mm-hmm.
So based off her first name, I'll just go Miss B. Okay. See, this is just one thing I found like very disrespectful, and I just haven't forgiven her for it since. She like never apologized either. Okay. Damn. So normally, my lunar cycle, aka period, is never a problem for me. I just get some painkillers because it's never really that bad though, because usually it's painless. This was because I signed up for this because I'm very crappy with math. This was like a geometry plus
Yeah.
So, she was the teacher. And, I was in a lot of pain this day, and I hadn't gotten a note to get sent down to the nurse's office, so I was like not focusing at all. It was really bad. So I was sitting there, I was shifting in my seat, my head was down, my eyes were squeezed shut, and so she kept trying to get my attention, and I was looking up, but then I wasn't paying attention. And then at the end of the class, she's like, I'm very disappointed in you today. You were not paying attention at all, blah 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 blah. And I'm not even listening to her. I'm walking out at this point because I hurt.
Yeah.
I just find that kind of disrespectful. You would think she would notice, hey, they're not looking too good. But no, instead of that, she's just like, I'm disappointed in you. You know what I'm disappointed in? I'm disappointed in my uterus. That's what I'm disappointed in. I'm disappointed in my uterus.
I'm disappointed in this part of me. I don't care what you're saying. I'm disappointed in this part of me. I don't care. You can just be disappointed in me all you want. But this part of me, I'm very disappointed.
Yeah.
I felt that.
That's essentially all the teachers I've basically had beef with. Actually, never mind. No, it's not. No.
Holy shit.
I remembered one last teacher.
Oh,
okay.
How many teachers do you have beef with? Holy shit.
You'll understand why I have beef with her once I'm done with this story.
All right, go ahead, hit me with it.
This is freshman year. I'm very depressed. Lost a bunch of family members last year. Lost family pet that was around us for 8 whole years. Okay. So the way they do these is very different. So this is English 9. Okay?
Yeah. I did English 9 as well, but okay.
I don't know. Some schools have it labeled differently. Some don't.
Mine were by grade numbers. So mine was like 9, 10, 11, 12.
There was only English 9 and 10, and I was so glad. Anywho.
Lucky bastards.
I know! I'm so happy. It's because everything else turns into like electives, like I think there was a digital literacy. There was let's see. World history, there's poetry, not poetry. There's creative writing, there's things like that. Those are all different things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anywho, English 9, we're a few weeks into the quarter. We're working on a very important project. And I logged in and checked on my doc, which had some work in it. It was almost done. I was about to finish my work. Boom, gone. I'm like, so I'm staring at my page the whole time. Never had this problem happen to me.
Yeah.
And this wonderful individual walks over.
Oh no.
Miss C.
Oh, I know where this is going.
Yeah. She's like, what are you doing? It's blank. You might want to get to work on that. Okay, by the way, she's pregnant.
Okay. You gotta give her some props, okay?
Yes. Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't like this though, but she's pregnant. She's like, you might want to get to work, right?
Yeah, I understand. I kept staring at my page. It.
Yeah. Okay. Just wait.
Okay, I'm waiting.
This is really weird. Okay.
So it gets worse.
I don't know if this is a common thing to pregnant people because, well, never been pregnant.
Yeah.
Anywho, so obviously she got a little angry that I was not doing my work and I was staring at my thing. And she's like, you can go to the Pride Room or you can do your work. I'm like, I'll go to the Pride Room. And she's like, all right, that'll be your first referral. I'm like, okay. So I do. Because I'm very frustrated. I'm obviously very depressed.
Yeah.
In the state that if my work is even the least bit messed up, I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're one of those students.
I was.
Oh, I'm not saying anything bad about those students. I'm like,
It's the whole
you.
thing.
That's you.
I was almost done, and then it messed up, so that like completely threw down any of my motivation to work at all.
I understand
I was like
that
struggling to do so. Yes. Then literally the next day, to finish the project, she had me in her room with a few of the other students. Some of those students were problem children in specific.
Oh, I hate those students so fucking much.
No shade to these people, but in specific, these ones were like the ghettos.
Oh, yep, I understand that. My entire school was like that, to be fair.
Yeah. I mean, some of them be chill, but these ones in specific weren't. Okay.
Oh yeah, I get that.
There was 3 items we needed, and what they were meant to be, what they represent, and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I brought in some fake purple flowers to represent the people I lost, and a few other objects. I don't remember what they were. Anywho, though, trying not to shed a tear as I explain, and then she helps me with my work, and then she's being weirdly nice this time. I didn't like that. She's like, oh, she's sitting there calling me sweetheart and stuff. I'm like, that's really weird. A teacher doesn't call us that unless they're an elementary teacher. What if the Because I know elementary teachers go, oh, that's very awesome. I'm so proud of you, sweetheart, or stuff like that.
Your teachers are like so different from mine. Holy shit.
I was like, I don't. It felt really two-sided because one moment she was mad at me and the next moment she's being very sweet.
Yeah.
And I think that's like the whole mood swing to pregnancy hormones, but like it was really weird for me. It was giving me whiplash. I'm not even gonna lie. I've told my mom about this teacher before too anyway, and when she was my mom, she calls up my mom to tell her about the work I've been doing. I was like, why is she doing that? Yeah. My mom was even really confused, by the way, because she's like, you said she was mean. I'm like, yeah, too. She's definitely was mean even after having her baby. She was definitely mean. She was definitely mean after having her baby, though. I'm just telling you that. That's for sure.
Damn. Imagine.
So quite a few people didn't like her, but like her being pregnant gave me whiplash.
Understandable.
Yeah. She should have been on bed rest because her stomach was like protruding. I was like, girl, go.
Shouldn't you be at home resting, not here, yelling at us?
Exactly, bro.
Bro, I had a weird moment with the teacher that was pregnant and then brought her baby to work one day after she gave birth.
Yeah.
And because it was the teachers had a bring your children to work day. And some of the kids were younger to where they didn't go to school and stuff like that. And one of these teachers was so weird because throughout the entire year, she was pregnant. And then after she gave birth, it was even weirder because she always... One of the names that she always called me when I was going to her class was like, hey kiddo, hey sweetie, and all that stuff, usual adults talking to kids stuff.
Yeah.
And then I walked into class, she was like, hey darling. I was like, what?
What do you mean, darling? I never heard no teacher call someone darling.
And then I literally sat at my desk, which at the time my desk was near her desk because the way she sat us was alphabetical order. Was the row near the windows was from like A to, I think, alphabetical order and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was near her desk, and then her baby was in, those baby like carry
The
like
baby
where you
holders.
carry, yeah, the baby holders. And the baby was looking at me the entire class, and I was like sitting there, didn't know what to do at first, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do something goofy to see if the baby would laugh, and I did peekaboo, the usual parental thing, to do to a baby, or anything you do to a baby. So I was playing peekaboo, and then the baby started cooing and giggling and all that stuff. And then I was like, okay. And the baby threw their toy on my desk, and I was like, ain't no way this baby giving me signs. I picked up the toy and shook it in like above the baby, and the baby was playing with it as I was doing it, and I was like, in my head, I'm like, 1, this is cute as fuck. 2, why is this baby being so playful with me? And there's like these other students that play with it. The baby didn't even laugh or play with them. Why is it only me? And then the teacher turned around and saw what I was doing, and then she was like, hey, can you stay after class? I was like, in my head, I'm like, fuck, I'm in trouble. Fuck. I wasn't even paying attention to the lesson. I was too busy playing with her baby. And then after class came, I sat there waiting for her to talk to me. She's like, you'd be a great dad someday. I'm like, huh? I'm like, what are you talking about? Why are you saying this to me instantly? Like, the way you're playing with my baby, and the way the baby is giggling with only you and not the other students when they play with them. Well, you're gonna be either a dad or an uncle one day. You're gonna be that cool uncle or dad. I'm like, thank you. I'm sitting here confused thing to say, in my head. I guess. I'm just sitting like, what? What are you talking about? And then the next day, after school, her husband brought the baby again. Well, at the time, husband. They ended up like divorcing at the end of the year because the husband turned out to be an asshole and cheated on her. Yeah. then it turned out to be that the teacher also did try to hit on me once. Oh. And I'm sitting here I'm like, what the fuck? I get it. I'm 18 now, but you don't need to hit on me. The fuck? Mind you, this woman is like late, like into her 30s, basically. It's the start of her 30s. Hitting on me. Like, she's like fresh out of like college type of student or teacher. Yeah. Right. I'm sitting here, I'm like, you see, I would, but you're a teacher and you also have a baby. I can't really do that.
Yeah. It's not something to mess around with.
But also me forgetting I was a father through high school. I was like a father, like between sophomore year and junior year, I became a dad, and that's where like that went on from there. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, I'm not gonna say it, but I was a father, and I'm not going to tell you that I was at the time. I don't know what she's doing. I think she's still teaching to this day. I don't know. Anyway, I mean, I still stayed in contact with her for a bit because I was making sure she was okay. Because, sometimes when teachers go through a cheating process while having a baby, they go loop-de-loop in mental health. So every time at school or like going from class to class, I go to her class to check up on her. Or after school, when I'm like staying to like do some work, I go to her, check up on her. Maybe that's why she started to like me. Maybe that's why. Because I kept going up to her and checking up on her. It was still a weird experience though, because you think about it.
Yeah.
You can just imagine the teacher hitting on you just because you making their baby have the time of their lives at the first stage of their life, and then later on, having a student check up on you 24, like almost every single time they get to have the chance to. Yeah, I think if I was a teacher like that, I'd definitely now I understand. I guess that is my charm, I guess, or as this generation would call it, Riz.
No. Charisma. How dare
you? What, trying to make myself sound like an unk?
Why?
I mean,
Why must you do that?
I'm not even that old. Well,
you know, so you're big bro stage currently.
I'm mid-20s. The fuck you mean?
Yeah. There's big bro, and then there's unk.
I have the unk mentality, I will say. No, I have the grandpa. No, I have the ancient mentality. What am I saying?
That's crazy.
I am telling you, I literally sit on the porch, drink coffee out of a coffee mug while reading a newspaper, while crossing my legs.
Be making myself some coffee too. I'm waiting to get my good stuff for my cold brew.
Hell yeah.
I'm finna buy me a cup specifically for my cold brew drinks.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So anywho.
Any other weird experience? Minus teachers?
This is no. It's something I learned about a teacher.
Oh no.
After that though, I want to talk about a very awesome teacher.
Hell yeah.
Well, there's a handful, but there's one in specific that genuinely matters because she was my graduation note.
Hell yeah.
Anywho, we're gonna jump back quite a few years. Middle school.
Yeah.
I had not known this whole time, but I knew there was something up with one of these teachers. We'll call him Mr. R.
Mm-hmm.
If they know about this teacher in specific.
Let's just hope those people that you know from school doesn't watch this podcast.
But yeah, anywho, for more context for them, be high. Anywho. Yeah. So there's this teacher, Mr. R. I think he was a science teacher or something. I don't know. I never had him. But apparently he was a ped.
Oh, hell no.
Hell no indeed. And I've heard it pop up multiple times. And then he came over for the special school event, which was orientation and stuff for the new freshies. And he pops up and I'm like, wait, is that him? And then I hear people whispering about it. Oh, look, it's the pet. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, all right.
That's something to know. And he's been in the industry for years now, still.
What the what?
Yeah.
How the fuck is he still there?
I don't know, because he's doing his job. Some paying attention to a teacher that's been there for years and years. Because when a teacher's been there for years and years of experience, they don't question it anymore. Besides, there's another story. I'm repressing the name of the teacher, anywho. So I don't want to remember him. Anywho, very awesome teacher I wanted to talk about. She was in my graduation note, because a teacher always, for every student, a teacher would write a note for them under the table or underneath their chair. She was one of the few teachers I had for a few years because it was a special class with the other very cool teachers, Mr. G and Mr. B. They know who they are. I love them. They were like family. So Miss R, or Mrs. R, she has 2 children now. And she gave like a very friendly, motherly behavior, which would make sense since she's a parent. But like,
Yeah.
it felt at home because in that class, there's snacks that you're able to have. You're only able to have a few of them because people got greedy. But like, there's
Jesus.
snacks for people with those empty stomachs because, well, one, school, the lunches aren't always fulfilling. Neither are some breakfasts. But this place was always nice.
Yeah.
She helped me with my English electives. We had like ideas here and there. I'd make stories for her. And I could try to go look for the note. I really love the note.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
I would want to if I can.
Fair enough.
Her note was very sweet though. I'm having a hard time to remember it though because my brain is repressing stuff that happened in high school.
Yeah. Understandable.
I've kept it with me ever since. I've kept it somewhere where it wouldn't get splashed by water or anything. Because I had an oopsie where I spilled coffee on one of the notes by one of my friends. It was an oopsie. My brain wasn't there. I knocked it over. It got on the note that my friend had basically shed tears writing for me. It's still readable, by the way, but like I feel really bad that I spilled coffee on it.
Understandable.
Because for people to actually put in time to make something like that, I hold on to those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sentimental in my own way, but I'll keep it.
Keep it, shut the fuck up. Yeah, it's just understandable.
Yeah.
I would too. Not gonna lie.
I've kept the envelope that was in it.
I had a teacher that was like a dad towards me throughout high school, which was the same teacher that told me that I needed a doctor's note for my
sling.
Yeah, for my sling. But I could care less because he was actually a really good teacher to me, and couldn't say no. I mean, shit. He was one of the teachers that actually, it was like every single time I either got injured or I had like anxiety attack or panic attack after like my parents' death during school, he always came out to me like, "Hey, you doing okay, son?" I was like, "I'm doing fine. I'm just mind-boggling everywhere, you know." He's like, "I understand." I was like, "Yeah, it's really hard to, you know, lose someone that, even though they were not great with you, it was just hard to." I was like, "Yeah, I know where you're going. You don't need to sugarcoat it." Or like, "Sorry, damn." I was like, "It's all right. You don't have to sugarcoat it though. I'm fine." And then it just kept going, kept talking. I was trying to make sure he was always trying to make sure I was okay and not beating myself up for something that I couldn't prevent, which is understandable, you know. It's just how life is. And I was like, at the time, I was like, I could care less what the fuck happens to me. Life is life. If I go down this certain path, oh well. But
fair enough.
Thanks to him that he kind of stopped me from thinking that way.
Yeah.
Which, thank fuck. It felt better knowing that I had like that type of teacher to help me get out of that state of mind. It was very fun knowing that he was always out there looking towards me or looking after me. But he did get me pissed off a few times during class because I was doing my work and he was like, "Hey, do this, do that." I'm like, "Shut the fuck up. I'm doing the best I can right now."
I also learned something about one of our teachers.
Oh God.
He said this multiple times, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So this is also another Mr. B. It's a different one.
Mr. B.
He's okay. So this one is like how do we specify this? Okay, so it was him and another teacher.
Mm-hmm.
The other one's Mr. K. But these teachers have said this here and there that their information, you know how they have contact information in school teacher list, right? These two teachers are like, no matter what you're doing, no matter where you are, if you actually need me, give my number a call. I'll be there for you. And I'm like, I never know no teacher to be this dedicated. Okay, so funny thing about this one Mr. B. Mm-hmm. He's very goofy. He's got like you can tell he's got ADHD. Very great teacher. Funny. Joke is, whenever we're in this class, and when he's finished explaining something, he goes, "Any objections? We can circle the desks and fight to the death."
Hell yeah.
He's a very funny guy. He'll jokingly flip the desk.
I want a teacher like that. What the? Oh, I did have a teacher like that.
He's so okay. Cool. So he's a dad. I also know his mom because she was the elementary art teacher.
Mm-hmm.
She's kind of mean.
It's an art teacher. What do you expect?
I've known some nice art teachers, but she's like mean for an elementary teacher. Yeah. Anywho, he's nicer. I like him. So, he wasn't kidding when he said he'll always be there for when we need us, because he's like, if you're ever in danger, like someone's threatening to beat you up or something, because the office won't do anything about this. So he's like, if you're ever being chased, someone's threatening to beat you up, my classroom's always open. I'll deal with the situation and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's cool.
I fucking love that type of teacher.
Hell yeah.
That's my kind of teacher.
Heck yeah. Love teachers like that. They've got a hand-picked few of angels. A few of them are warriors. But they got a hand-picked few of warriors and angels. I like it. It's nice. A few of them were the reasons that I was graduate, and a few of them were the reason why I was trying to graduate, because I wanted them to smile as I walked down stage, grab my diploma. Some of them were like shedding tears. I'm like, oh, cry.
You're gonna make me fucking cry.
Oh man, Miss K. She was my JCC teacher. Well, she wasn't technically she was a teacher, but this was a club. It was a Japanese culture club. I started it in sophomore year. But I loved that club. We were all like a small knit family. Yeah.
We love that.
It's like one of my few only pleasant memories aside from academic intervention, which Miss R and them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked having Mr. B in academic intervention because he was really good with like most of the stuff, so if you actually need help, he'd come over. Because he was really good at math, history. I had Mr. G help me with government.
Oh, how I hated government.
I had accidentally knocked out and basically slacked off because I was sick. And I like blacked out, and the teacher's like, wake up, wake up. I'm like, huh? How'd they know I was asleep? They're like, you were snoring. I'm like, oh wow, I'm sick if I'm snoring.
I felt that.
Because I only ever snore if I'm sick, or if I'm not properly like propped up.
Yeah.
I think that's a normal thing, but like, you know.
Yeah, I'm like that too. Because I'm pretty sure I think I told you the reason why when we sleep, like I fall asleep in VC or something, I usually mute. Is because I snore, and when I sleep, if I'm snoring, you know damn well that's either a good sleep or I'm knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, I fell asleep last time's VC.
Yep, yes you did.
I was relaxed, dude.
I guess you laid on your back, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
I remember you telling me when you laid on your back, that's when you're so relaxed and you passed the fuck out.
So I'm only assuming that I was snoring.
You were, but it was minorly. It was not like my ass where my family said I sound like a goddamn construction site.
Lawnmower. No lawnmower snores. Okay.
No. For me, I am a construction site. That's what my family fucking told me what I sound. I was like, damn, all right, fuck y'all.
I'm gonna move on to my last teacher beef, and then we're gonna talk about the craziest school fights ever.
I mean, we have. I guess we have. Damn, this is gonna be a 2-hour episode.
Yeah.
We're already at an hour and 21.
Oh shoot. Okay, so this is my last teacher beef. I do not remember this teacher's name. I'll just refer to him as the physics teacher, and he's the reason I failed my physics class. Okay, so he's got a bit of a hippie styled vibe, really. He has.
Oh, I love hippie style teachers.
Only problem was how he taught. Okay, but he has like 2 hissing cockroaches for pets
that's fair.
in the class.
Yeah.
Me and my friend would always pet them, and we'd jump back every time it hissed at us. I thought that was really funny, though. It's not even an aggression thing. It's just how they are. After being fed. Anywho, so I sat down in class. This is like after introductions. We're on our first lesson.
Yeah.
He starts teaching, and you know, Crazy Dave, right? Plants vs. Zombie. That's how it felt like. It's like I'm being dead ass. I had no idea what he was talking about.
Oh my god!
I don't think you were ready for that, were you?
No, I was not.
That's what it felt like when he was
not
I was like, huh?
Dave.
That's how it felt. I was like, I have no idea what this guy is saying. I don't know if it was at first I thought it was how my brain was running, because I was failing the class while there was some people who were passing it. And I was like, oh my god, I'm not going to pass this class. So I call him over. I'm like, hey, I did not understand that at all. So he comes over, he's like, sure. And then once again, Crazy Dave. And I'm like, huh? I didn't understand shit. I'm like, I'm gonna fail this class. I'm gonna fail. Oh my god. And I did fail. I failed that course.
Jesus.
So I had to take physics senior year. And I'm like, there's no way it was the teacher. It had to have been me. Right?
It was the teacher.
I'm like, there's no way. I'm probably tired.
It was the teacher.
What I learned. We're in advisory, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm chilling with my friend. We'll go A. Okay. Me and A are chilling because we're sitting next to each other. So I talk to them. I tell them how I failed physics class last year, and I tell them the teacher. They're like, "Yo, wait, you have them? Okay." So there was a bunch of other people who are also failing his class. And by the way, he's been insulting students. So
That's a hippie way.
We're in the phones. Okay, so we're in the they're in the phone subject, like with sounds and vibrations.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's this one girl, and he walks over to her, and from what I've learned, he goes, I can see that you know nothing about, you and your family know absolutely nothing about electronics because based off your grade. And she's like, actually, my dad's a technician. And he walks away. He was insulting about their grades, going like, I can clearly see you know nothing about this.
That's funny. I had teachers like that too. But my teachers used that just to see what the students' reactions would be, to see if they would try to bring up their grades from the insults, which the teachers did warn the students, like all of us, saying, "Hey, we're gonna try something new." Which this was a pretty cool teacher, by the way. This was my social studies teacher, my world history teacher, and he was like, I'm gonna do something for everyone in this class. And it's gonna happen to every single class that I have. And we're like, okay. And he was like, I'm going to insult all of you if I see one student with a bad grade lower than a fucking C-. I'm going to insult you and see if that brings up your grade. I was like, all right. I'll tread your waters. I decided to fail the class. I decided to have a failing grade in class. He was like, "Hey, so buddy, old pal." I looked at him like, "Yeah," with a smile because he knew I'm testing the waters. He's like, "With this grade that you're having, I think you have a brain of one of those old cowboys in the back then that did not know how to fan a revolver." I was like, how did you know? Because me and this teacher had the most funnest, playful beef. We didn't actually hate each other. We just had this playful beef where it's like I tread the waters of what he gives us. And so and so I brought up my grade to the point where I was above everyone in the class. He looked at me, he was like, how the fuck did you do that? Mind you, this teacher loves to be with our generation. The way he spoke and everything was our generation and everything. He rapped in class, he danced in class, he did every single thing that was in our culture and in class. And I was like, yo, this is the funnest teacher ever. And he was like, were you this smart this entire time? Yes, I was. But the reason why I tested the waters was because I was going to see if you actually did it. He's like, I was going to do it. It was only an experiment. I was like, oh, I know. It's a pretty good experiment, by the way. He's like, damn, you got me. It's like, I sure did. I may be a cowboy in certain ways, but I ain't that dumb cowboy.
Yeah.
He's like, I know how to ride a horse and how to drink mead, how to do this and how to get a girl. I even know how to fan a revolver. He's like, shit. God, I fucking miss him. He became a librarian, which is funny. He went from a history teacher to a librarian.
I like your accent. Where you from? I'm librarian. Oh shit. I like your accent. Where you from?
I hate that both our brains went that route. I like your accent. Where you from? I'm a librarian. I like your accent. Where you from?
So, anywho, I have good news on the teacher, by the way.
Oh?
The physics teacher.
Yeah.
What I learned from A was that students were struggling to pass his class, so with the way he was teaching, they started to nitpick how he was teaching, and eventually he actually threw down effort to teach people. So then they all passed. I'm like, why couldn't you have had that effort when I was in your class? Because of him, by the way, I had no off blocks in my senior year.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Another
And
teacher.
it's the thing, because I genuinely thought it was because I was dumb, and it turns out it actually was. And I'm like, I'm mad at him. I'm mad.
Yeah, it'd be like that. So I also have beef, but this was with my trade school teacher. This was when I was my first year, which is my junior year or my first half of senior year in this trade school. The first year teacher, the teacher that I had the first year before he retired, he was teaching us, and he didn't really teach us shit. He literally said, "All right, we get in the classroom. Let's go to the lab." I'm like, "What? You're not going to teach us anything in the books?"
Nah.
We're supposed to learn the books and then go to the lab. He's like, "Oh, well, I didn't say that." One of the other classmates did, but I didn't. He was like, "Yeah, no. We're going to hit you with the spot on experience." We're like, "Oh, hell no." So we had us do some things, build fences, I decided to build a sword because I was done with the project, what I was doing. And then my grade was failing in that class because he wasn't teaching us shit. He was just saying, "Hey, let's go to the lab. Let's go build." And I'm like, okay. So we weren't really learning anything. We were just learning how to build things and not tools, the stuff that we're supposed to use, what this and that. And then near the end, we got OSHA certified and everything, for construction stuff. And then once he retired, and then my final year of senior year, because I went to high school for like an extra year because of the trade school. The final year before COVID hit, I was in class, and the new teacher, I would say Mr. H, fucking hit us with the books, and we were like, "Damn! So this is what we missed last year." We got all this cool ass information now that we fucking did, and we did tests, we did this, we did that, with the books and everything. And then we had our own computers and everything in the class too. They gave us our own laptops and everything before they started giving us Chromebooks and everything, laptops and Chromebooks. And then I laugh because as we get into the fucking to the lab, it's so funny. My teacher was like, "Hey, bud," and I was like, "Yeah, what's up? Can you paint this for us?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And I'm like sitting in my head, I'm like, "Why is he asking me to paint?" And then he asked someone else to paint, but they were taking days on painting. And then when he said, "Hey, Angie, can you go paint this for me?" I'm like, "Okay, sure." Got that shit done in like maybe half an hour, or maybe like the start of the class. I finished it, and they're like, "How the fuck did you paint fast?" "Well, I don't joke around. I work. I have my headphones on, and I'm working. I'm painting and all this stuff." Yeah. And then, there was a time I know this is not beef with the teacher, but this is beef with one of the classmates I had, or most of the class. So you know how in construction you're not supposed to be on your phone and you're supposed to pay attention to what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
It was only me, another kid, and another one. Those three were on a team, while everyone else was on their own team. And we're supposed to build benches, right? How many benches do you think those kids built?
I'd say a few, like 3.
No.
None.
No. It was just me and the 2 other people that were actually working. We built 6 of those benches. And then
Dang, they were asking for you to do free labor, bro. Crazy.
and then after making those 6 benches, we moved on to making a picnic table.
A picnic table?
Yeah, because I was in carpentry. So we was working with wood and everything. So we would have a picnic table. And then us 3 students, me and the 2 other 2, we stared at the teacher like, why are we doing all the work? And no, they're just over there on their phones chatting and everything, and laying back. The teacher's like, you know what? You're right. Hey, yo, that team, go work on this picnic table. And then you 3, go chillax. I'm like, okay.
Sick.
we all sat around, watched the other team build the picnic table, fail completely multiple times before we hopped in, and before the teacher said, hey, can you help us? Can you help them? And we're like, okay. We hopped in. The picnic table was done by the end of the class.
Yeah.
That doesn't tell you the difference between the teams. I don't know what does.
They weren't paying attention too well.
Nope. And then the teacher taught them how to put up drywall. And then they were trying to punch it or break it. They're like, oh, we can't break it. We can't break it. And then one of them has known me since elementary school. And he was like, hey, Enji, can you come over here? And I was like, yeah, what's up? Can you break this real quick? I was like, yeah, sure. In one punch, my hand was through the drywall. They're like, how the fuck? I'm like, you just gotta look for the direct place to hit it, the directory, the weak points, and all that stuff, and boom, you got the perfect spot to break it. I'm like, what? How the fuck? I'm like, don't worry about it. And then another time was when we were supposed to get wood off the truck because the teacher bought more wood for the class, and so we were unloading it. I'm over here carrying 6 long 2x4s on my shoulder. And then on my other shoulder, I was carrying 2x6s. Which, well, not 2, but it was like 6x6, the 2x6s. And I'm like carrying it into the fucking, to the shop. And then setting it down, walked back, carried 2 plywoods, the big rectangle plywoods, by myself, with one hand on both plywoods, walked back, carried more wood into the shop, compared to the other students that were just standing around handing me the wood.
They be lazy. They be like, here you go.
They're like, here you go. You can carry this. Hey, you can carry this. Oh, I'm going to carry one. I feel like carrying one. I'm like, I'm over here hustling my ass off, carrying a bunch of fucking wood into the shop. And then there was also a time where I was trying masonry and stuff my first year. I was carrying maybe about 2 stacks of bricks into the shop while the other ones were like carrying 1 stacks. I'm like, bro, y'all motherfuckers weak as hell. Yeah, masonry. Laying brick.
I didn't even have that.
Y'all didn't have trade school over where you are?
Well, trade school is further out. Our area. Yeah,
my
something
trade
you had to
schools.
sign up for.
Yeah, I did. I signed up for mine too.
Yeah.
That's why I was in trade school for like 2 years. Well, 2.5 because COVID cut off my final year.
Yeah.
Mind you, we built a fence system around a house in carpentry. So, yeah, there was also almost a fight that I did because I slapped someone's neck when I turned my class ring around and leaving an A mark on their neck. Because, you know, guys in a locker room never leave guys together in a locker room because a fight might happen. And a fight almost did happen. I was walking out while the other student was about to punch me in the back of the head. But good thing the others stopped him because they knew exactly what's going to happen because I'm over here calm as fuck. walking out the fucking locker room like nothing happened, ready to do class and stuff. It doesn't tell you anything. I don't know what those.
Yeah.
Oh, we hit 140. 1 hour and
Well,
40.
shoot. Okay. So
Quick fire.
here's yeah. This is like 7:45. They actually no 7:50 because they didn't let us in 7:50. Class would start at 8:15 and then it changed to 8:10 senior year. Anywho, breakfast. Me and my friends sit down. We're ready for breakfast. We're grabbing our IDs. And so there's this one girl who walks in with this other girl. This one has a monster.
Yeah.
And she sets it down on the table. And I go grab my breakfast. I sit back down. So do my other friends. And this girl starts yelling at her friend, slaps the monster. I'm like, that's a perfectly good monster someone could have been drinking. Knocks it over. And then they're storming over to the lunch line. I'm zoned out in this one moment, but I look back up and someone's weave is flying. I'm like, oh. They're fighting each other. Security grabs one, lifts them up, holds them toward waist level, and starts walking up the stairs.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Bro, that's like one with mine. And it was breakfast in the morning. I was sitting with a group of my friends, just sitting around goofing off and everything.
Yeah.
And then next thing we know, I'm just like walking from the breakfast line to my friends, and then I see, no, it wasn't breakfast, it was lunchtime. It was either breakfast or lunch, and not trying to be racist or anything, YouTube. It's just how it was in school and how it was described to me when I was walking with my friends. Saw 2 fat black bitches fighting over a damn honey bun.
Oh my god, no.
I'm not being racist. That's just how my friends described it. I didn't know how to describe it in my own way. That's how my friends described it, and I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of funny. As my other friend calls it, 2 whales fighting over krill. I'm like, all right, that's fucked, dude. That is fucked.
That is very. They had to have been very hungry.
If they're fighting over a single honey bun, fuck.
Fighting over that honey bun like last meal.
I remember a few of my friends fought over me because I was canning out monsters because I used to buy like 20 cans per day.
Oh.
And I had the last monster. Like I said, hey, this is the last monster I'm giving out. Who wants it? All my friends fought each other just to get to me, just to grab it out of my hand. I'm like, damn, y'all could have just asked politely. Y'all could have just bribed for it, but no, god damn.
Besides, they're not willing to split it.
No, they're not. They didn't.
Never surprised. Yeah. I don't know what it is, but Monster was like a life in high school.
It still is a part of me now. Whenever there was any opportunity
to buy some. Yeah. Because, like, our school had this one thing to raise money.
Yeah.
And so they had, like, flavoring pumps, and there's Monster. And they made up flavors, which would be mixing things. And so people would buy a small cup for $5. I'm like, that's not even worth the money. I'm like, wow, Monster really is life for all these kids.
The vending machines in my school had Mountain Dew Kickstarter, which is Mountain Dew's energy drink.
Oh.
I laugh every single day because there was no cameras in that hallway, so I just hit the side of it, and then dollar coins started to pop out of the machine. I was like, yo, dollar coin after dollar coin after dollar coin? And I'm just using these
Wait,
dollar coins
she?
as I was given the dollar coins just to get the Kickstarters. Recycle, reuse, am I right?
Oh, yeah.
And then after that, I hit the machine again, got more coins back, and I just kept the coins.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough.
So I had a bunch of they had to keep restocking the machine because of me for the Kickstarts.
They're like, dang, someone's swallowing all the Kickstarters. Wait, where's our sale?
Where the fuck are it all going? And then there was a time where I bought different brands of energy drinks, and one of my friends had a big cup because somehow they had a big cup in their locker. Because in my high school, you had to ask the office if you can get a locker, because no one used the lockers in school. And so one of them opened their locker, grabbed the big cup out. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, hey, I want you to do something. I'm like, okay, what's up? I want you to call this drink the Death Wish. I'm like, why? Wait, hold on a second. I know what you're thinking. She was like, what you thinking? I'm thinking, all these energy drinks combined into one drink. Guess what I did? I cracked all those cans open and poured into that cup. One of my teachers, like, the energy drinks, was like, what are y'all doing? We're calling this the Death Wish. It's
Magic.
It's Range, Bang, C4, Monster, Red Bull, fucking Venom, all those energy drinks that you could see in stores nowadays instead of buying offline. I poured all of those into the cup, and we called it the Death Wish.
That's wild. I haven't had Bang in.
I drunk it all, by the way. I drank that entire cup.
Oh, fucking pink fairies everywhere.
Pink fairies everywhere.
Oh my god.
I was, the cat meme where it's the crying cat with the thumbs up?
Oh, yeah.
That was me after like 5 hours, like a few hours after drinking that entire cup. That was me at the end of the day.
That's chaotic.
I was just thumbs upping my friend. They're like, are you okay? I just thumbs up.
I'm like, I'm great, man.
I'm doing great. As I got home.
Pressed real hard.
Like, my friends were calling me throughout the entire day. They're like, hey, you good? You good? You good? This was like when I first started getting on Discord too. And I answered their call. I was like, what do you guys want? They're like, you good? I was like, yeah, I've passed out when I got home. They're like, I knew it. I'm like, hey man, Bing has a lot of fucking sugar in it.
Yeah, well, I need to get me a birthday cake bash or a cherry blade lemonade from them because those ones are good. There's a sweet candy apple one I think I had last time. That one's also good. I might get that.
I'm going to make a cake out of Monster Energy drink.
I'm not gonna lie though, the candy apple one was pretty good. I might get that. Which
one? The Bang?
Yeah. Other than that though, I stick to Monster.
I can't drink Bang without fucking just drinking and I'm like, pure sugar.
Yeah. I don't know, sometimes I'd be needing sugar, otherwise I feel like
I used to drink the cotton candy one.
I can't stand the cotton candy one. That if someone actually gives me that, I'm mad at them.
If someone gave it to you, if I gave it to you and I'm like, you're like, I hate you. I'm like, I can give it, just give it back. I was joking.
You're like, no, I'm gonna sell it for $5 now.
No, my drink.
Make some sales on it. Because okay, so I bought cotton candy just to try it. I'm like, oh, this. And I'm getting down to the bottom of the can, and then the flavor's just not hitting anymore, and it's just making me angry. I'm like, I don't want it anymore. Yeah.
That was me with some of the other flavors of Bang, and I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
The first one I ever had was birthday cake bash. First one ever.
Don't get me started with that one.
Yeah.
That was so good. Anyways, that could be saved for the next episode. We're at 1 hour and 50 minutes.
Drink mixtures and yeah.
Anyway, guys, thank you all for coming to watch us be fucking idiots and crackheads on this podcast of talking about certain things. Today's episode was about our school experience and fucking dumbass teachers and dumbass classmates that we had. Wait until the next episode. We might have Cyrus.
Hopefully.
If not, we might replace her. Don't know.
Oof.
Anyways, see you on the next episode of Tavern Talk.
Goodbye.